Hey, what's up everybody? This is Ian here with The Garage episode 6. Oh boy. Show you a couple little things that I've been working on here. Haven't made a video in a while. We just had the Denver Comic-Con here and that was a blast. We had all sorts of stuff going on. We had a booth there and we were shooting footage and all sorts of stuff, so that was really awesome. Got a bunch of cool stuff from John Eves, actually, the guy who designed the Enterprise E and the Phoenix and a lot of stuff on Enterprise, so that was awesome. Then the weekend after that, we had a tent sale at the Brass Armadillo, and that was kind of chaos but fun also. And then the week after that, there was something else going on, so now finally back to making videos. So. And being able to work on stuff, which is nice. So, real quick, here's the Stargazer so far, or whatever it's going to end up being. Let's zoom in just a tad, get a better look at that. Hopefully this isn't nauseating yet. There we go. And, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to call it the Stargazer yet. I ordered the JT Graphics decals. And that includes 7 names, so I think I'll do a little Facebook poll vote to see what I should name it. I think there's 7 of them. They got Victory, Magellan, Hathaway, Stargazer, Gettysburg, Valkyrie, and there's one more. I can't think of what it is. It'll come to me later probably. But anyway, so yeah, we'll have some fun with that. I also thought about scanning in and reworking some of the round 2 refit 1000 Enterprise model kits and like flip them over and multiply the nacelles or something and see if we can get you know, some cool Aztecs on this guy, because I really like this model. It's a cool spaceship and all that. I'm not sure if I should paint these blue or just leave them black, or you know, whatever, you know, faux powered up. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's based on the studio model, and it's a really nice CGI rendition of it I found online. So, and then some random creative license. So I guess obviously not quite done yet, but can see all that. And there's a little bridge. Auxiliary piece. So, and I've looked at the real studio model, and this isn't as accurate as I thought it was, or looked at pictures of it, and this isn't as accurate as I originally thought it was, but it's still pretty cool. So, that's that guy. Over here, we've got the every time. Let's see, there we go. We've got that new 2500 motion picture set, and that's really fun. I mean, there's people who I've read people who don't like the 2500s. I'm like, well, why not? These are great. I mean, they don't have any detail on them, which is perfect because you can just put the Aztec decals on it, and they're really nice. And they're, I don't know what else to say. That this one's extremely detailed. The Katinga, it's got all the feathers and everything, because it doesn't have decals for all that stuff. You get to paint that on. Reliant too. So, but yeah, I hope they do like an Enterprise set, and I don't know, maybe make some more next gen ones or whatever. But that'd be pretty cool. So maybe a Star Trek 3. Got the you could do the Merchantman, Excelsior, and the Grissom. Would be kind of cool. So, or a new Bird of Prey. There you go. So anyway, but yeah, those are fun. Hopefully those will be done soon. More painting to do. Move those guys out of the way. Nope. See, every time I don't know what it is. Also, I snagged a bunch of upgrade parts online from Don's Light and Magic. These things are fantastic, and there's probably nothing I need to say about that. I'm pretty sure everybody knows these are top of the line. I mean, I'm doing an NX-2000 Excelsior eventually and a Lakota, so I got a couple of these for the torpedo bay and these little whatever sensor torpedo things up at the front. That's what that is. Maquis Raider. lighting parts. I've never seen anybody light one of these up. If somebody has a link to that, I'd love to see one. But I'm going to do that. And this worked out perfectly for another project, which I'll show you here in a minute. And Runabout. And they're so wonderfully detailed, too. I mean, and there were no bubbles or anything. And then got Defiant right there. So those will all be down the line somewhere. But I'll just show you right now. This is how that worked out really well. And I just posted this a couple days ago on the Sci-Fi Model Action Forum. And if you're not familiar with that place is awesome. Sci-Fi Model Action. If you're into any of this, if you like any of this, you will love that website because the people there are awesome and they're really nice and they make really cool stuff. So here really quick, we got the USS Centaur and Conversion Kit. Since I'm making an NX-2000 Excelsior, I didn't really need the saucer because I got a conversion kit. So that worked itself out perfectly. And this little resin kit, upgrade kit, show you what that's got. Comes with all these parts. And the little roll bar actually has all those extra greebles on the bottom, and it has a brass support rods in there, which is really nice. And they even come out to little points here, so you just drill a hole and you can, give it that extra stability when mounting them. But yeah, it comes with another bridge, but it's cast from the Refit Enterprise, and I was researching the real studio model, and the real one's actually the Reliant. And this is off of a Reliant kit that's going to be a Soyuz, so I don't need the bridge because it has its own bridge. And then we got these for the same reason, and those go on the back there. And the kit has these little resin trays of greebles that go all over it, mostly on the bottom. It didn't really include any of the top greebles, so I wonder if this guy was just going off the screen cap where all you see is the bottom, and it, kind of, I think it's only in like one shot where you just kind of see the top of it, or the bottom of it, and it kind of flies off. But when it's attacking Cisco and the Jemadar ship, so whatever. Forgot what I was saying. Yeah. Anyway, it's got a little mounting piece here, so that way this is straight, which is nice. But yeah, it comes with all the bottom pieces, and even this little forward auxiliary bridge thingy, whatever that is, which is a bridge piece. Or no, that's the planetary sensor right off the bottom of that. But anyway, but yeah, it didn't come with any of the top pieces, so those I kind of had to assemble from what I had. And it kind of worked itself out. Since I'm lighting the Maquis Raider, I could sacrifice these parts, which go right here. And then, of course, these guys go back here, 2 on each side. And then, finally, a use for this. The Excelsior Torpedo Launcher that's included with the kit. So that'll go there. And then there's a couple other, there's like tank tracks and a couple other things that go all over it. So I'll have to figure out those. And there's also some Voyager RCS thrusters, but those look really easy to make out of styrene. These are from an old Excelsior that I did really poorly, so I just trashed it for spare parts. So, well, there goes that piece. Anyway, that'll go on the back, and that's the little weird bridge shuttle bay thing they got going on. So, but yeah, this one I'm really excited about. The real studio model wasn't actually lit up. They actually painted all this with the windows and everything with UV paint, so they just shone that on it, and that's why it lights up in the show, which is kind of cool. If you check out the Ex Astris Scientia, I think I'm pronouncing that right, website, he's got a really good article on all the Deep Space Nine kit bashes, and you can learn all about this, and a link to a guy who did a really good one. So, but yeah, the real model this is the real studio model, pretty much. I mean, they just were like, here, have these model kits, we need some ships that are blown up, and custom ones, and that's what they did. Like, this is the two bottom halves of the Excelsior warp engines and stuff like that, so that's pretty fun. I like it. I think I am gonna have a lot of fun building this one up. I'm not gonna light it or anything, but and I'll probably cut a little template out and for the windows and just airbrush them on, so or a little mask thingy. So that's the Centaur. You know what? Let me pause for a second and we'll show you this other stuff. Alright, so here we go. This is the NX-2000 Excelsior Conversion Kit from PNT Models. Now this is pretty cool asterisk, and I'll show you the little asterisk here in a minute. The saucer is awesome. It's got that little teardrop silver bridge thing, and the one impulse crystal, which is really cool. The bottom saucer's also nicely detailed. And there wasn't too much flash, or there weren't any bubbles on this either, which was really nice on this piece, or either of them. And this is definitely lightable too. This is another Dawn's Light and Magic I ordered for this guy. Here's the little detail parts. This is the quote officer's lounge, I guess, even though it's like right behind the hangar bay, so I guess it's where the pilots hang out. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that, and that you just pretty much just cut off that little box thing on the back and replace it with that. This guy, you get a little clear impulse doohickey, and that would glow pretty cool if you wanted to light it. It also comes with these little guys too, so you can fix your warp nacelles, and a nice little, this one looks really good. This is the, zoom out just a tad. This is a replacement nacelle pylon mount, and I have no idea how this really looks on camera, but it's really crisp and nice. Except for up here in the front, there's just a little bit work need to be done on that, but that's not too bad. Oh, we're doing this again. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. My computer went to sleep and made the little audio system go crazy. Anyway, so that's those. So those are all great. And this is good too, but there's something a little bothersome about this. Maybe I just got, bad luck or whatever, but I was noticing this piece is just, it's okay, but there's a lot of bubbles in it. And I was a little disappointed because, it's supposed to be a replacement part, to have these nice fins. But there's a lot of, even the little, like, torpedo things, whatever they are, sensors, cargo, whatever's, bubbles in each of them. So I was a little disappointed. There wasn't too much flash in between. There was a little bit, but that's, that was really easy to get out. Maybe I'm bitching too much, but, filling these, I find a pain in the ass. I don't even know if that's showing out. Maybe I'll take some pictures and superimpose them over if it's not really that visible, but like here there's a whole squadron of them, and in the back here is a couple big ones, so right there. So I don't know, maybe, like I said, maybe that's just, all these other parts are great. I see one other bubble, and that's right there. I don't even know if that showed. So these are fantastic, so I don't know what's going on with this thing. I mean, maybe I'm bitching too much, and I don't like to nitpick. I mean, all this stuff is awesome, but it's just like this piece, oh well. And, I mean, like I said, maybe I'm just bitching needlessly. Just take a little more work, but still, for a replacement part, you think it would be a little better. But overall, really cool, and I'm really excited, and they have a couple other models I definitely want to get too, so this has not turned me off. It's just a little tiny thing. So anyway, but NX-2000 from PNT. It also came with the little blue details and stuff in the NX registry. So my plan is to do those. The blue detail, or the blue details that come with the kit, this kit. And then I got some of the A Creation models, full Aztecs, so then I'm going to use those for the Aztecs on the hull, and then I'll use those other blues for something else. Probably if I ever do an NCC 2000 version or something like that. So, but yeah, that should be fun. And this one's going to be a while away, so ideally, finish some of this first. One other one, really quick. All based on looking at a book, and it was quite an impulse buy. But we got the new Round 2 Enterprise B model kit, which is awesome. And there's a piece over there being painted, or else I'd go get the secondary hull. But I was looking at the next-gen sketchbook for the First Contact and Generations, and they had some nice studio pictures of the Lakota, or what is Enterprise B Lakota as it is now. And I was looking at it, and I noticed Lakota had the little like Defiant style arrow, the little yellow one, and I was like, that is so cool. I have to build it that way now. So just because of that little yellow arrow, for some weird reason, there was just some sick impulse to make the Lakota. So, but I don't know, it might be fun. I have the old Enterprise B kit from years ago, and I was comparing it to this new version, and boy, they really did a number on this thing. This bottom saucer is so awesome. It looks a little rough too because I just wet sanded it, but well, it should probably look better than rough if I wet sanded it, but I half sanded it. It'll look better, trust me. It'll look great. I hope. We'll see. Coming up next, right after this, but this is awesome. I mean, I wish they would re-engineer some of these other parts for some of the other kits. I mean, if they can do that, why you can't just redo a whole saucer? Huh? But that was a very baffling thing, because they got rid of those windows on the secondary hull, and then they added the little notch on either side of the deflector on like the snowplow area, but they didn't replace the torpedo tube or launcher at the back, which I thought was very strange. They went through all this trouble to fix all this stuff, and this and little other things, but they didn't redo that, and it was just very confusing. I mean, the real one's really detailed, so maybe it's more expensive to engineer something like this than just to do a big flat thing with a little bit of detail on it. But I don't know, and maybe they just was like, oh, just were like, whatever, it's just a tiny little piece, no one's gonna care. They have Dawn's Light and Magic, so I don't know. It was just very strange, but overall, hell yeah, this is great. I love this ship. So, yep, we're going to be Lakota, not lit. I'm debating whether I want to spend another $20, because I found a guy on eBay who's got a really cool replacement part for this, and it's actually in two pieces, and it's accurate. I don't know, I can't think of, I don't know, it's about 20, like I said, it's $20, and I mean, I guess if I was going to do it, then I'd have to get one for this one and one for the Excelsior, so I'm kind of debating whether or not I should. I might actually, depending on how long these other projects take. So, but yeah, it was really detailed, and it looks just like the one in the pictures of the real studio model. So, as opposed to this little like farmhouse thing they got going on back here. So, whatever, we'll see. But yeah, it's on eBay. Excelsior. I don't know, if you want to look for it, it's like Excelsior shuttle bay replacement part, or I don't know, look up a Star Trek model Excelsior or Enterprise B, something like that, and hopefully you can find it. Like I said, it's pretty much just two pieces, this and this section. So yeah, but here's the little flux chillers. Those are pretty much done. That's really easy. And this little, or the mounting post there. But yeah, that's it for Lakota so far. I got some other pieces over there being drying. I don't think that's a sentence or a phrase or grammatically correct in any way. So let's move on to this. Yeah, there we go. All right, so well, there she is so far, still being worked on. Remember when I said I hope this wouldn't take months? Yeah, I lied. I'm sorry. More sorry to myself. I don't think anybody else cares, but, well, a couple people do. But this is all sealed in, and it is so cool. And it's mounted on here. See if we can... How are we going to do this? Let's try that. Is that going to work? You can see in there. Now, oh, there's a couple light leaks. Hopefully I can get those somehow. I noticed I don't know how you're supposed to light those back windows. I mean, without like cutting out the nacelle supports. You can see in there. Because it's right up against there, and these wires are really thick. So, and there's a lot of lights that go into this whole section, so I have no idea how you're supposed to get those. I tried putting another piece of the LED tape in there, but really nothing. So I was like, well, I'd rather have them blacked out than you could kind of lit and see the wires hanging around, so, oh well. The shuttle bay, no one's home, see ya, but we're on over here though. So don't come in this room. It's off. Yeah, so getting that all filled in. This piece is actually the opaque one because I misplaced the clear one, but actually worked out really well. It looks pretty good. Actually, almost like it better than just having them clear. I kind of like they just glow and don't beam. I guess they're not like they kind of like ambiently glow instead of just like, I don't know, directing light out. I don't know what the term is I'm looking for, but the neck does light up. It's just not plugged in. There's the inside. It's Scotty's nightmare in there. So sorry, Scotty, but yep. One thing I am excited about with this so far is the color I painted it. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to match it, but I did find the acrylic little paint pot version, so I'll be able to go back and airbrush it all. So I'm really excited about that. So the things you learn by doing, and the things not to repeat next time. So anyway, that's pretty much it so far. When this is done, I don't know, I have probably a list of things to do. Well, I do have a list of things to do. I'm thinking about doing the Maquis Raider next, because that looks pretty simple to light up. Maybe Defiant, we'll see. Maybe we'll do another video here with a timeline of all the stuff to come, but mainly when I don't feel like working on this, I kind of work on these little guys, or you know, the Stargazer and stuff like that. The little resin kits, which are fun. Or I just have a model buying obsession, which is probably true. Actually, that is true, because I ordered one of those. Since I was gonna go ahead and order Stargazer decals, I felt it would be great to order the Endeavour class conversion, because why not? Because that's a neat fan ship. That's the one with like the other Phase 2. I don't even know where that came from. I guess from some 80s, 70s, 80s tech manual. It's the one that's like a TOS Enterprise, but it's got those rectangular like nacelles that kind of come, I don't know, they're kind of more coney in the front and they come back to a point, but they're more rectangular. I don't know how to describe it. Endeavour Class Conversion Kit. Look that up on the JT Graphics website. It's pretty neat, and it comes with decals and everything, so that one's going to be fun. And that actually worked out because of something I'll show you here in a second. This I also forgot I had. I just wanted to show it off really quick. This is for the 537 refit, and this is a little cool interior decorating set. Interior decorating? What? Interior set. You get your little officer's lounge. Oh, that's not going to go to that. What goes to what? I don't know. You get an officer's lounge, and then you've got the shuttle bay, and you got the arboretum down here, and an open shuttle bay, and all that. So, and then even little clear pieces for lighting. And best part of all, a little shuttle. Maybe you'd like to see it up close. Maybe. Let's try that. Oh, there we go. So I snagged this off eBay, so I'm going to have some fun with this. Another weird, ridiculous, sick idea was to take one I had that I'd tear apart and make it better. But then I thought, Well, everybody could do that. You know, everybody makes refits, or the Enterprise. And I was looking on the Federation Models site, and they had the Dreadnought version, or the little conversion kit for that, and I thought, boy, wouldn't that be cool? And then my friend, who's another big Trek guy, he's working on a show, a fan show called Star Trek Windjammer. Look it up if you're curious. It's not what you think. It's different. Everybody's on a cruiser, a heavy cruiser. It's on a crappy freighter. It's going to be great. Check out the Facebook page, Star Trek Windjammer. But sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, we were looking at that website, and then we noticed these really cool variant nacelles, and they're dubbed Ascension Class nacelles or whatever, and they just look so mean. They look like sharks. And I thought, boy, wouldn't those look cool on a Dreadnought? So this is another one far away. I thought that would be cool to do a lit Dreadnought, because I've never seen anybody do that. And since I've got the interior set, light that up and put the third nacelle on and, you know, do some funky stuff with it. It's got a alternate bridge and everything, so I don't know, might be cool. So that's what this guy is going to be for. And yeah, so anyway, well, thanks for listening to the whateverness that was going on here. Didn't really do anything this episode, but hopefully some of these reviews are helpful, and you know, in a good or bad way, towards your future modelness. Like I said, I'm pleased with everything I bought. I was just a little miffed about the Excelsior neck, but it's still pretty cool. The fact that they even make that is awesome. So, but it's for people like us who, I saw that one ship in that one scene that was in the corner. I have to have that. This isn't even real. I have to have that. Well, none of this is real, but you know what I mean. So, but anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week, or this week, or whenever something that gets done that's worth of noting. And keep having fun out there, and keep on trekking.